Guys, welcome to my channel again. I'm going to do a quick video breaking down my trades from today and analyzing a little bit what happened and what were my mistakes, because I took a loss today. So it's really fun to see the nice trades, but when a loss happens, it's also nice to see what happened and why and how we could have avoided it. So first of all, you told me about the bias. So first of all, we had just taken the previous month low on GU. Okay, so I was expecting a reaction from that. And also in the daily chart, we had already taken the daily low on Euro and still not taken on GU. That's what made me doubt about an SMT we're going to see. So that's why I longed before my time. So we know in our chart, my trades were around here. Okay, so I did not expect to take that low, as in Euro we had already taken it. Okay, you see it like this. I thought this was already a turtle soup SMT, so I thought GU was going to go up directly like this. It was not the case. Okay, I'm going to zoom into lower time frames to show you my entry too and what I should have done. So let's go to 5 minutes. The first SMT was, let's got it down here, which was my entry. So what I was seeing here today is that this was an SMT, okay, with DXY. We're going to see now. Let me go quickly to DXY. So you see how DXY had taken this high and also this high. So we had like a double SMT, which was this one. Okay, this was for me really bullish. SMT here and SMT here. Okay, with Euro the only SMT was the big one. Okay, this one, not the small one but the big one. So in a normal circumstance, I would have targeted this, okay, which was the previous day low. I mean, it looked like the most obvious strong liquidity. What happened, and seeing how Euro had already taken it made me doubt, and I thought, okay, this daily low is going to stay intact. So what I just did was to buy here, around here, and my stop loss was down here. Take profit was at this high, I think. So let's see what happened. For me, it was too early to put break even. Okay, so my idea was still valid if price returned here. Obviously, it was a mistake, but I took the risk and I failed. So this was my first trade. Okay, what happened down here? That we had already taken the previous day low, and my bullish idea was still there. So what I just did was buy again here. And my target was the same. What happened, that I was doing another funded account. Okay, so my first trade was on a funded account that is now in -1% drawdown, and my second trade is in another funded account that was clean. So the profit was secured around here. Okay, what I just did was buy here. Okay, I took almost everything out here. I left some partials running to see if I could have more profit, but it made another higher thing. Okay, stop loss moved to break even and stopped out break even here. So this is basically what happened. I mean, what I posted on Twitter was this. That was basically the stop loss was lower. Okay, this was the payout secured. Okay, 1% of the account. So this was enough for me. I took the partials to secure the payout. And then I got stopped out the rest down here because my targets were higher and they were met later. Okay, so I had a little bit of bad luck with the timing today. I could have entered again, but there was interest rates news at 8:15, I think. No, sorry, 8:30. Okay, this. So I thought that before this, price was just going to chop like this. Okay, so I thought it was not worth it to enter the trade. And you see in Euro how ended up being a bearish day, okay? But in GU, that was my main trade idea. It played out well, okay? So the lessons you need to take from a day like this is that even though your bias is right, you can have a bad timing, okay? There's not a crystal ball to be able to avoid this always, okay? But obviously I could have avoided it, and let's go now to see the reasons how I could have avoided this mistake. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I use a time-based entry model, which in this case, would be at 3 a.m. okay, to take the previous candle low, which was this one here. So when we take this low, it means that in the 1 hour chart, price is taking the previous candle low, okay, and in this part is when I start looking for buys. So if I bought down this low, doesn't matter where you buy here, that you're not going to get stopped out, because the stop loss would be, I mean, you don't enter here, you always enter in the part of the curve that favors you, okay? So the stop loss would have been below the low, like this, for example, and targeting here. So this would have been a profitable trade. Entering when you should, not before. My entry was sooner. Why? Because the SMT tricked me, okay? I would have never taken this entry if it was not for the SMTs. But the SMTs, you never know if there's going to be a definitive SMT or a not definitive like today. I mean, it changed later. It stopped being an SMT when you took these lows. So this would basically what happened today. If you waited for the new low at 3 a.m., you buy here, okay? This would be the time-based entry. You bought here, price retraces, but you get out at the 4-hour new high, okay? So for example, your trade could have been like this, smaller stop loss if your entry is bad, but this could have been a trade, time-based entry, time-based exit, which would mean to enter when the 3 a.m. candle makes a new low and to exit when the 4 a.m. candle made a new high. It was a choppy day. I mean, it's a little bit difficult to navigate these conditions. So maybe I just had to stay away and wait for the news event to happen, because it was likely that we were going to chop. But yeah, I had clean funded accounts that I wanted to trade today, I need to be honest. So that happened, and I'm satisfied because my bias was right. I'm satisfied because I got stopped out once and I managed to enter another position in the same direction and it played out. And yeah, I'm a bit sad that I did not have maybe the patience to wait until 3 a.m. but it was the SMT that tricked me, okay? It can happen. Many of you asked me questions about how can I avoid this to happen. This always happens. I mean, you have the risk that this is going to happen, okay? If you have the SMTs, you may think we don't need another ride, okay? And you just take the trade early. It can happen. There may be some of you that bought here, take profit down here, and you got stopped out break even, and then the price moves in your favor. Timings are not always easy to catch correctly, especially when there was a news event today. I did not expect this clean upside move, okay? I just expected price to chop until the news. It was not the case today. So basically this is going to be the video. I wanted to show you my loss, to explain you why I bought, okay? It was basically the SMTs after taking the previous month low. This was the, yeah, another sell side taken here. So I thought this was not necessary anymore, but it did. So yeah, just to show you that errors can happen. Maybe this is not an error. I like to be super perfectionist, and I consider this an error, but it's an error that is going to happen other times. I mean, I think that this trade could have played out perfectly without stopping me out. having the context of the SMTs and everything, I think this could have worked. Obviously, I took it because I thought it could work, but yeah, basically to show this, and even though that the conditions are really bad, as in this London session, we can capitalize on some moves, and today the entry-based model was quite clean. And yeah, I was looking this was a failure swing at 5. You could have done the same with the sell, time-based sell here in the 4-hour high, and then buy here, I mean closer position here when you see the failure swing at 5 a.m. So to show the opportunities that we had today. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you have some doubts, you can leave it in the comments, and see you in the next one.